Learn English through stories. Intermediate English. An old-fashioned Thanksgiving. When their mother suddenly leaves to care for Grandma, the Bassett children face a lonely Thanksgiving ahead. But instead of giving up, they decide to create a feast on their own, turning a simple farmhouse into a story of courage, love, and family. Learn real English through this warm and touching tale of gratitude and togetherness. Build your vocabulary naturally as you listen and feel the meaning of Thanksgiving. Listen, repeat aloud, and let every story make your English and your heart grow stronger. Don't just study English, live it through stories. Snowy Week. The Bassett family lived in a cozy New Hampshire farmhouse. Snow covered the fields, and the air was crisp and cold. Thanksgiving was just a week away, and everyone was excited. The children played outside, their laughter echoing in the chilly air, dreaming of the delicious feast to come. A worrisome letter. One morning, a letter arrived. Father read it with a worried look on his face. "It's from your grandmother," he said quietly. "She is very ill." Mother knew she had to go immediately to take care of her. The children gathered around, their happy mood suddenly gone. Mother's goodbye. Mother quickly packed a small bag. She hugged each child tightly. "Be good, take care of one another, and do your best while we're away," she said softly. Then, Father helped her into the sleigh, and together they rode off into the snowy distance. The house already seemed quieter and emptier without them. A quiet house. The next few days were quiet. The children missed both their mother and father. They tried to do their chores, but their hearts were not in it. "Thanksgiving won't be the same without them," sighed a young girl named Rhodey. They all agreed. The big holiday feast seemed like a distant dream now. Tilly's big idea. Suddenly, Tilly stood up straight. "I have an idea," she announced. "Why don't we cook the Thanksgiving dinner ourselves? It will be a wonderful surprise for Mother and Father when they return." Her eyes sparkled with excitement. The other children looked at her with surprise and curiosity. A secret plan. Rhodey and Saul's faces lit up. "Yes, let's do it," they shouted. F nodded in agreement. "I can help too," he said. Tilly assigned jobs to everyone. F would get the vegetables, Rhodey would prepare the pies, and Saul would, well, he would try to stay out of trouble. Thanksgiving morning. On Thanksgiving morning, the children woke up before the sun. The house was cold, but they were full of warm excitement. "Today is the day," whispered Tilly. They quietly tiptoed down to the kitchen. It was time to begin their secret mission. Operation Thanksgiving Surprise. The giant turkey. F proudly carried in the enormous turkey. It was much bigger than they remembered. "Now, how do we cook this thing?" Tilly wondered aloud, looking at the giant bird. She had seen her mother do it many times, but it looked much more complicated now that she was in charge. A sticky situation. Meanwhile, Rhodey was in charge of the plum pudding. She poured in the molasses, but her hand slipped. A huge, sticky puddle spread all over the table. "Oh no," she cried. It was a sweet but very sticky mess. Saul dipped his finger in for a taste. Onion tears. Tilly gave Saul the job of chopping onions for the stuffing. Soon, big tears were rolling down his cheeks. "These onions are so sad," he wailed dramatically. He wasn't hurt, but the strong smell made him cry and cry. Rhodey giggled at the sight of her brave brother defeated by a vegetable. Pie problems. Rhodey moved on to the pies. She was so flustered from the pudding disaster that she forgot to add the pumpkin to the first pie. Then she got distracted, and the crust on the second pie turned black in the oven. "This is harder than it looks," she sighed. Into the oven. After a great struggle, Tilly and F managed to put the turkey in the big brick oven. They wiped their brows, feeling very proud. But a small worry crept into Tilly's mind. Did she put enough stuffing in? Was the oven too hot? She could only wait and hope for the best. A beautiful table. Despite the kitchen chaos, the children worked together to set the dining room table. They used the best tablecloth and the fancy plates that were only for special occasions. They even picked some winter berries from the garden for a centerpiece. The table looked beautiful and festive, ready for a feast. Something's burning. As they admired their work, a strange smell drifted from the kitchen. It wasn't the delicious smell of roasting turkey, it was smoke. "Something's burning!" shouted F. They all rushed back to the kitchen, their hearts pounding with fear. What had gone wrong now? A dinner disaster. Tilly carefully opened the oven door. A cloud of smoke poured out. The great turkey was burnt black on the top, but when she poked it, the other side was still pink and raw. The pies were ruined, the pudding was a mess. Their grand surprise was a complete disaster. Tears of frustration. Seeing the ruined meal, poor Tilly couldn't hold back her tears. All their hard work was for nothing. Rhodey and Sewell looked at their older sister and started to cry too. It was supposed to be a happy surprise, but now everything was spoiled. Thanksgiving was ruined. An early return. Suddenly, they heard the sound of sleigh bells outside. Jingle, jingle, jingle. The children ran to the window. A sleigh was pulling up to the house, and stepping out of it were Mother and Father. They were home much earlier than expected. Grandma was feeling much better. The smoky surprise. Mother and Father walked inside, expecting a quiet house. Instead, they found a kitchen full of smoke, messy counters, and 4 very sad children. "What in the world has happened here?" Father asked, looking around at the chaos in complete surprise. The children looked up with tear-stained faces. The whole story. Through their tears, Tilly explained everything. She told them how they wanted to make a wonderful Thanksgiving dinner all by themselves to make their parents proud. "We tried so hard," she sobbed, "but we ruined everything." The other children nodded sadly, ashamed of the mess. A mother's hug. But Mother wasn't angry. She smiled a warm, loving smile. She gathered all her children into a big hug. "You didn't ruin anything," she said softly. "You filled this house with love, and that is the best Thanksgiving gift of all. I am so proud of you for trying." Saving the dinner. With Mother home, everything felt better. She looked at the culinary wreckage with an expert eye. "Don't worry," she said cheerfully. "We can fix this. This dinner isn't lost yet." She rolled up her sleeves, and a new energy filled the kitchen. Hope was not lost after all. Working together. Everyone pitched in to help. Father carved away the burnt parts of the turkey. Tilly helped Mother make a quick gravy. F mashed the potatoes, while Rhodey and Sewell washed the sticky pots and pans. Working together, they turned the disaster into a delicious, if unconventional, feast. The happiest feast. Soon the family sat down at the beautiful table. The turkey was a little small, and the pies were not perfect, but none of it mattered. The food was seasoned with laughter and love. They were all together, safe and sound. It was a truly happy and old-fashioned Thanksgiving. The true spirit. That day, the Bassett children learned a valuable lesson. A perfect Thanksgiving isn't about a perfect turkey or flawless pies. It is about gratitude, effort, and the simple joy of being with the people you love. Their messy, smoky, and loving effort was the true spirit of the holiday. What about you? What are you thankful for this year? Who brings warmth and happiness to your life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story might remind someone else what truly matters and help them see the beauty in their own everyday blessings. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more fun English lessons.